The 90s were a pretty interesting time, one of the most nostalgic decades of the present day. Those 10 years hold a unique aesthetic and culture that wasn't really seen before and is held dearly in the hearts of many. A whole new industry was finally becoming mainstream, and overall, things were totally rad. One of the most 90s things that I can personally think of, outside of PlayStation and Pizza Hut being good, are made-for-TV movies, specifically made-for-TV kids movies. While these kinds of movies, especially Disney Channel movies, would live on into the mid-2000s, would also eventually stagnate and die off as the quality got worse and more accessible options became available. Just like the rest of cable TV. Enter Brink. No, not that Brink. This Brink is infinitely more entertaining than that one. Brink, released in 1998, this movie is 20 years old now by the way, just oozes 90s charm. Bad hairstyles? Check. The power of friendship? Check. Ridiculous over-the-top villains? Triple check. I mean, hell, the movie is about inline skating. Inline skating. Was inline skating ever really cool? Well, according to this movie, inline skating is not only super cool, it's also super important. Remember, this is from a time where extreme sports were cool and hip, and the primary deviation from the boringness of conventional sports like football, baseball, or basketball. Now the most unique kind of sport is, esports? Do people actually watch esports? Anyway, enough about that. Let's experience the antiquated 90s masterpiece that is Brink.
Understand the concept of love.
The movie starts off with the titular character Brink, your average 90s movie protagonist, complete with baggy clothes, unkempt hair, and a happy-go-lucky personality.
Let me guess. Going to Venice Beach?
You know it.
Oh, would you stop foraging? Sit down and eat something.
Can't while I'm late.
Wait, did you clean your room?
While I'm late. Hey, watch it.
What up, Dad?
English. That up.
We see that Brink is running late to meet up with his friends, as they're trying to catch the bus to skate at Venice Beach, while absolutely nauseating music plays in the background. Here we get to see Brink's three friends, who fit perfectly into the 90s kids movie stereotypes commonly found in this genre. We have asshole best friend, dumb fat guy, and girl. I know these characters have actual names, but that's what I'm gonna call them because that's what their respective personalities basically boil down to. Brink eventually meets up with them, but they're too late as the bus passes by them. They propose the idea to just skate to Venice Beach. Not sure why they just didn't do this initially, but the fat guy disagrees.
Well, guys, it's like a million miles away.
Jordy. When you woke up this morning, did you say to yourself, today I'm gonna talk, or today I'm gonna skate?
Wow, they really went there, huh? Jeff's Oscar-worthy script, everybody. Can't ignore Greg Beeman for his wonderful directing either. Hope you guys like this music because they're gonna play it like 20 times in the movie. Guess their budget for licensing wasn't very big. Also, the dubbing for this scene is about on par with The Room.
Yeah, you can say that again.
So they finally make it to their skating spot, which Brink is very excited about. Which results in, more skating. Jesus Christ. The gang notices a photographer for an inline skating magazine, and they get pumped at the possibility of getting their picture taken.
What's he doing here?
He must have heard about us.
Cool. Let's go show him what soul skating's all about.
Soul skating? Seriously? Oh my god. More skating. Like, I know this movie is about inline skating, but if I see any more sick shots of people skating, I'm probably gonna barf. Unfortunately, the gang ends up going unnoticed by the photographer, only to find that he's really there for another group of skaters. Meet the X-Blades, a sponsored group of skaters who are the main focus of the photographer. They're super not rad because they're sellouts, and skate not for fun, but for money. Yes, that is the real reason why the main characters don't like them. The photographer is growing impatient, so Val, the main skater for X-Blades, is in charge of getting our heroes out of the pit. So, as if you couldn't tell by this guy's amazingly punchable lips, he's the main antagonist of the movie, and the best part about it, personally. So, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your perspective, the gang gets kicked out of the pit. In retaliation, Brink gets a 30-year-old man posing as a creative skater from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater to harass the X-Blades. Hilarious. The next day is the first day back for school. Brink's dad laments about how his son is a weird freak for being happy to go back to school.
Do I have to go to school? Why can't I be homeschooled like the Wyatts?
Now you see, Katie is a normal child. Today's the first day of school and she's miserable.
Shouldn't you be happy that your son is hype about going to school? Hell, I always got excited when school started back up again. It let me see my friends and gave me something to do instead of playing Kingdom Hearts and shitposting on Gaia Online all day. We get introduced to one of the main subplots of the movie, where Brink's dad got laid off due to an on-site work injury. Apparently they didn't bother paying him during his medical leave even though it wasn't his fault. Thanks, America. The gang meets up at the school, with everyone besides Brink looking like they want to kill themselves, including Girl, who got stuck wearing a dress for the first day back. Haha, the girl character is wearing a dress even though she doesn't want to. That's so funny.
Look, my mom made me wear this dress. Back in Peru, all the girls wear dresses on their first day of school. I was like, Mom, this isn't Peru. She says, it is if I say it is.
Val shows up and steals best friend's shoes and just generally acts like an asshole.
I'm back. Why don't you get your skateboarder friends and make me? That was pretty dope, huh? Oh, yeah. I'm still laughing about it. Now that's dope.
This action cements Val as a dickhead, and will truly live on to be one of the greatest villains, right next to Saruman and Seymour Guado. Following another horrible joke about girls wearing high heels, the friends band together and lament about being soul skaters.
Oh, man. You guys see that? Soul skaters. I mean, together there's nothing we can't do. That's right, guys. Soul skaters. Yes.
Class is back in session, being populated by more college students and 30-year-olds, as you would expect. The gang comes up with a plan to get revenge on Val, instead of just, I don't know, telling a teacher, guidance counselor, or principal that Val's being an asshole. Guess common sense doesn't exist in the world of 90s Disney Channel movies. So the kids decide to get a bunch of worms, steal Val's sandwich, put the worms in his sandwich, sneak the sandwich back to Val and watch him eat it. Hilarious? Val is obviously a little pissed from getting
Yo! Prank, baby!
and decides to challenge Brink and company to a race in the school. Not sure how they're able to get away with setting all of this up, but whatever. It's the 90s. Things were different before school shootings became popular.
We race. You win. We stop giving you beef. You lose. And man, it's like open season on your butts. Deal? Come on, you know there's no skating allowed at school.
Every line delivered by this guy sounds like he huffed a bottle of glue before his takes. Brink, being a dumbass that's easily triggered by middle school level burns, decides to take Val up on his offer.
Alright, on your mark.
You don't talk much.
Get set. I like that in a man.
What? So the race begins, and our heroes seem to be doing a pretty good job. One of the X-Blades accidentally fucks up their knee, and like an idiot, Brink goes to help him up. Not only losing the race, but getting his ass suspended from school too. Understandably, his dad is a little upset, leaving Brink to try and defend himself with hilarious results.
Dad, Val and his crew were dissing us, so we started giving them beef right back, and then they wanted to hit it right there at school. And clearly we couldn't step off, so we had to battle.
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. We learn more about the severity of the Brinker family's financial situation, with Brink overhearing their conversation. Yes, people call him Brink because his last name is Brinker. Even his family call him Brink. what the fuck. We then learn that the injury the kid suffered the day earlier has left the X-Blade short one member for the skating competition everyone's getting ready for, leaving a spot open for the team. Obviously the gang doesn't really care, but Val uses this as an opportunity to gloat.
Being a sponsored skater is cool. I get all the newest gear whenever I need it. Get my picture in every skating magazine on the planet.
Oh, now I'm nauseous.
And I make a lot of money. Just think about that.
Val's speech puts a thought in Brink's mind. Hard to believe, I know. But the rest of the gang doesn't seem to care.
Hey, look, we don't care about any of that stuff. We skate for fun. We're soul skaters.
You saying the term soul skaters isn't going to make it sound cooler. Stop it.
Can you believe that guy?
Skating for money.
Just sell out.
Yeah, he makes money and gets promotions for doing the hobby that he loves doing. What a fucking sellout. I wish I could make money with my hobby. That'd be pretty cool. They go back skating later that day, and Brink seems to be a little out of his element. Must have sniffed a little too much glue this time. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to correct myself. It's not X-Blades, it's X-Blades. Sorry, my mistake. So Brink fell for the X-Blades ploy and goes out to try for a spot on the team. Sick hangout spot, by the way. It's like I'm looking at the throne of a video game villain.
No way, man. No way.
How much?
What?
There's an X-Blades pay. How much?
Well, $200 a week. Plus all equipment, plus an extra $200 bonus for each of us when we win tournaments. But there's no way I'm gonna let you on the team.
Yeah, well, there's no way I wanted to be here. But I need the money.
Oh, what for? Grandma needs a new kidney.
Besides, I thought you were, what do you guys call that? Soul skater.
Oh.
So, how about you turn around and soul skate on out of here?
Glad Val finds the term soul skater as ridiculous as I do. Brink and the X-Blades reach a deal. He'll skate for them as long as they don't tell his friends that he joined the team. Why the fuck doesn't he just tell his friends? Yo, brah, my parents are in a chilly financial status, dog. Let me skate with these bozos so I can make rad money, you dig, homeboys? Holy shit, calm down, guy. What is with the lighting in this room? I feel like I'm being interrogated by a GTA character.
Last year, I moved over $10 million worth of merchandise. And all because of Team X-Blade.
X-Blade? Is it X-Blade? Or X-Blades? Or X-Blades? Make up your mind.
Huh? Parents? The parents know about this?
My parents?
Yeah, they're down with this? Your parents are cool with this?
Oh, my parents, yeah.
Oh, all right, okay. Well then, welcome to Team X-Blades.
Yeah, Brink, keep lying to everyone. I'm sure everything's gonna turn out great.
What's in the bag?
Nanya.
Nunya?
Nanya business.
Brink proceeds to tell his folks that he got an offer to skate professionally. His mother seems enthusiastic, but his father is not?
What kind of a job are you talking about?
Well, I know these kids who make extra money skating.
Skating.
Yeah. You see, they get on a sponsored team. And then the sponsor pays them to wear their gear and stuff. It's kind of like, advertising.
I thought you skated just for fun.
You know, maybe he could save it for school.
How much money does a sponsored skater make?
Couple $100 a week. More if the team wins.
Whoa. Couple of $100 a week? I like.
That's a lot of money. No.
Wait, I what you just said.
That's a lot of money.
And you're just gonna blow them off? God forbid someone makes money doing what they want to do. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you guys ever notice that baking a cake is a lot like friendship? Excuse me?
What is going on in this movie? At least Val still seems to be having a good time.
Do you think I'm a jerk?
No.
Oh, excuse me?
No, I don't think you're a jerk.
Oh, thank you. See you this afternoon, Brink.
Every time Val is on screen is a freaking delight, man. I can't get enough of him. Brink, being the natural charmer that he is fitting perfectly into the X-Bloods, but Val isn't as enthused.
Wanted to know what that was, because if you call that going big, I'm gonna quit skating.
Oh, we're all gonna miss you, buddy.
Okay, that's actually a pretty funny comeback. Good job, Brink.
Do it or vacate. Good doggy.
Jesus, Val, what a savage. Brink meets back up with his friends and refuses to tell them that he's working for X-Bloods now. Life continues to shit on Brink's day when he finds out that his dad got him a job at a dog grooming place.
Well, that's great, Dad, but I don't know a thing about animals.
I don't think you know a thing about anything, man.
You babysit your sister Katie, don't you? Can't be a lot different than that.
Yeah, I don't think that's comparable at all. Glad to see stupid genes running the family.
I don't have the time for a job right now.
Why? And please don't tell me skating. Because you know what my response is going to be.
When do I start?
So, in a string of dumb decisions, Brink pretends to be sick so his friends won't see him skating for the X-Bloods at the Invitational. Just tell them you're skating for X-Bloods. You're only going to make it worse for yourself when they find out. Why are you so stupid?
Hey, can you do me a huge favor and give me a tissue over there?
Sure.
What? How did you not hear that? Wow, nice school shooter look, man. Dylan Klebold would be proud.
That look of yours better come with some skating attached.
So Brink, being the soul skater that he is, wins X-Bloods the Invitational, and the rest of the gang shows up to see what a lying sack of shit he is.
I knew it! All those excuses, all that sneaking away, you ditched us so you could join these sellouts!
Gabriella, I can explain everything.
Explain how you lied to us? How you bailed out on us so you could join Team X-Blades?
Tell them you're making money to help your parents' financial situation. Why is this so hard? Stop sniffing glue. This movie's starting to run out of steam real fast. Where else is this movie gonna go to keep me interested? During a practice session, the gang shows up again, and everything is just hunky-dory.
This is a free country. We can be here if we want.
Look, if you don't like it here, why don't you go back to Mexico?
I'm from Peru, estúpido.
Wow, just sick burns all around. How much time is left in this movie? 40 minutes? Oh god. The two teams decide to race each other to see who gets the skating spot. Girl volunteers for her team, and Brink is forced by Val to race.
I'm not skating against you. Hey, why not? You've been doing it for weeks.
Wow, Brink, you need better friends. Wait, he lives in California. Never mind.
Gabriella, please don't do this.
When you woke up this morning, did you say to yourself, today I'm gonna talk, or today I'm gonna skate?
Oh, she said the thing that Brink said at the start of the movie. So, of course, instead of solving things like rational human beings, they begin the race. They do some cool tricks, you know. Stuff happens. They skate. Oh nice, Val is here to save the day and progress the plot forward. Thank God. Damn, girl got knocked out. And of course, Brink's friends are pissed, like her wiping out was his fault. Brink goes to check up on Girl, and his friends are waiting for him, being ridiculous as usual.
How's she doing?
Not dead.
It's all my fault. You got that right.
Why are you guys being such drama queens? And why aren't you explaining your situation to them? Just tell them you need the money because your parents are broke. Ugh. So Brink finally tells Girl the truth about why he joined the X-Bloods. But Girl is... just listen.
But Gab, you gotta understand.
You were the one who told me about soul skating. About skating from the heart. And only skating for the love of it. And I believed you because you were my friend.
But it was only gonna be for a little while. My family really needed the money.
We all need the money, Brink. What does that have to do with it?
It has everything to do with it. Are you actually faulting him for wanting to help his parents in their financial crisis? What is wrong with you?
That's how it starts, you know? First, you do something that you really love. And then you start doing it for the money. And before you know it, you're just another sellout. Okay. Oh my god, I want to punch every person involved with this movie in the face. This is probably the worst moral message I've ever heard in this kind of movie. Don't do what you love for money, or else you're a sellout. Instead, do a job that you hate, like washing fucking dogs. That's how you get places in this world. So Brink tells his dad about him joining the team. Maybe finally his dad will understand his viewpoint and give some good life advice.
I guess it wasn't just for the money either. I wanted to be a part of Team X-Blades. I wanted to have my picture in every magazine. I wanted to be somebody.
Yes, those are all legitimate, valid reasons to do something like that. You're not wrong. Stop beating yourself up over it. Thankfully, the dad has some somewhat decent word of advice. He basically says that you're not defined by what you do, but what kind of a person you are, which is a good lesson. But he also subtly implies that you shouldn't be proud of your job status or your title. Why can't you do both? Seriously, why can't this movie understand this? You can do what you love for a living and still be a good person. They're not mutually exclusive from each other. Holy shit. Thankfully, the dad gets the stick out of his ass and decides to support Brink's hobby and passion, like any self-respecting dad should, even if he's liable to embarrass himself and his son. Brink finally quits X-Blades, leaving one of the best letters of resignation that I've ever seen.
I'm the one who should be mad at you. You didn't even have the brains to finish the race.
Maybe not, but I do have the brains to finish this.
You were so dead. Hey, not today, man, not today.
I didn't think you'd turn on me.
That's your problem, man. You don't think.
No, that's not it. You know what your problem is? You're just no fun to skate with. You got beef with me. You take it up with me Sunday at the championship.
Oh. We'll get it on for sure.
Back at the pit, the gang isn't in high hopes, and are debating on quitting the competition.
Peter, this is nuts. Gabriella can't practice. We only have 3 people. I mean, what's the point of even competing?
Because it's fun. Now let's quit complaining and skate.
Wow, we got an Overwatch player over here. Brink shows back up with a plan. He's got his own sponsor from the dog grooming place, and he's got his horrible soul skating attitude back.
Well, hold on a sec. Did you really throw that vanilla shake in Val's face?
Chocolate. How did it feel? It was cool, and it was so sweet.
Glad to see you're sniffing glue again, Brink.
What are you doing on Sunday?
Well, we're finally at the skating competition, and oh my god, there's still 19 minutes left in this movie. No.
Soul skate.
Yeah, brother.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, thank God Val's here to save this movie.
Now I want you guys to practice saying this. Really, we tried, but we're just too lame. Oh. At least we had a good time.
Oh, Val, never change, man. So the competition is on. The gang tries their best, but it initially comes out pretty sloppy.
Skating with tons of speed, setting up for a soul grind up.
Yeah, go Soul Skaters!
Honestly, I'm just watching to see Val chew up the scenery even more.
Hey, can I give you some advice? Skate better.
Skate better. Skate better. Mom, skate better.
Well, there you are.
All I have to do is skate better.
Man, we got some wonderful chemistry going on in this family. Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward to this to get this done as fast as possible. Brink's dad got his job back, yay. And not due to their abilities, but due to sheer luck and the fact that some guy on another team wipes out, the gang is up to second place, yay. And it's down to this. Brink and Val ready to duke it out in the downhill.
Winning isn't everything. Oh, sure.
God, this dude
Didn't believe it then.
I'm gonna barf.
I don't believe it now.
Jesus, Val, are you gonna kiss Brink now? What the fuck? And they're off. Oh man, this is so hype. I can't wait to see who wins. Hope it's Val. At one point, the screen everyone is watching the race on gets shut off, and unsurprisingly, Val uses this as a chance to cheat. Val then gets knocked down, and Brink goes back to help him out. Come on! Didn't you learn anything last time? The guy was literally cheating. Fuck good sportsmanship. Thankfully, Brink isn't too far behind, taking a shortcut and putting him back head-to-head with Val.
This is it, a dead sprint. This is all heart. Both skaters totally exhausted.
And Brink wins, of course. Val gets caught cheating and booed out. Brink gets offered captain of the X-Bloods, but of course he denies it since he's a soul skater again, being stuck in the world of mediocrity and washing dogs for the rest of his life. At least his dad's really pumped about this. And freeze frame! Oh, the movie's over, yay, what a good movie, woohoo! Well, that was Brink. And what a ride into the past it was. While I wouldn't actually recommend this movie based on its merits, if you have a soft spot for 90s kids movies and get enjoyment out of their immense cheesiness, or if you're like really into inline skating, this movie is the one for you. As for me, despite the confusing moral message, I really enjoyed this movie. The cheesy, goofy nature of the movie is pure entertainment, and Val is legit one of the greatest antagonists I've ever seen. All these characters might be one-dimensional archetypes of a dated genre, but this movie has charm and heart. Maybe I'll look at some more Disney Channel movies as time goes on. There's even a Disney Channel movie that has your boy Shia LaBeouf in it. I wonder how this movie is.
Hey, stay up! No, true, it's not the wind's fault. It's the kite's stupid.
Oh god.